In 0 to 1, Peter Thiel uses his PayPal and Palantir experience to advise tech startups. Innovation is the main goal. For this, the entrepreneur must question conventional wisdom and capture value for their new business. Tomorrow will be different from today. If nothing changes, this definition puts the future 100 years away. Rapid change could bring the future tomorrow. We don't know much about the future, but we know it will be different from today's world. Two types of progress exist. Copying what works advances horizontally. If you have one typewriter and build 100 more, you've made horizontal progress. Doing something new creates vertical progress. This kind of progress is unimaginable because it's never been done. Vertical progress means going from a typewriter to a word processor. Globalization is horizontal progress, or using things from one place elsewhere. Technological breakthroughs drive vertical progress, and technology isn't just computers. Technology is any new method. Globalization and technology may occur simultaneously or not. You can choose one, both, or neither. Technology is the future's defining force. We often think we're nearing the end. Even the term developed world implies that some countries are ahead and others need to catch up. If everyone adopts our technology, it won't be sustainable. Our environment can't handle the pollution that development would cause. Globalization without technological advances would be disastrous. People once believed technology would keep improving. We'd work fewer hours, drive flying cars, and vacation on the moon. Only computer technology has made vertical progress. Progress isn't automatic. Some people are nostalgic for the 1990s, but good and bad things happened then. The 1990s to 2000 saw dot-com mania. Investors funded any startup. People left good-paying jobs to start new companies. Sure, they'd get rich. Many people lost money because they were so confident in the dot-com economy. Silicon Valley's cognitive dissonance was scary. Common sense seemed eccentric during the tech bubble and irrational exuberance. The dot-com crash ended the good times and still affects Silicon Valley. It instilled in the valley deep-seated beliefs, including suspicion of grandiose visions. Small changes are safer. Agility became a valuable company trait. Instead of long-term plans, companies needed to be lean and flexible. Improving existing products trumped creating new markets, and perhaps imitate competitors. Many consider these lessons crucial. Yet, the opposite principles may be wiser. Being bold and taking risks is actually much more valuable. The truth is profits aren't found in competitive markets. We must create new ones. Overcompensating is preventing people from taking risks. They shouldn't go crazy like in the 90s. They should balance caution and innovation. A company can create value without becoming valuable. A successful company captures its value. Competition affects a company's earnings. Company and industry specific competition levels vary. Scale it out. One end has a monopoly with no competition. Some companies become monopolies by using questionable tactics against competitors. Others get licenses or lucrative state contracts. Some innovative companies achieve monopolies by offering something unique. When Thiel talks about monopolies, he means companies that have left their rivals behind. When there's a lot of competition, supply and demand affect price. One company's product is similar to others. Companies must price products based on market forces. Companies can't profit under these conditions. Competitive businesses have tight margins, but monopolies can think about other things. Monopolies are profitable. Monopolies and competitive companies lie about themselves. Monopoly companies don't like to admit they're monopolies. Competitive companies understate their competitiveness and emphasize their uniqueness. Monopolies are bad in a static world because they collect money. They can charge whatever they want for their product. Monopolies give people more choices in a dynamic world. Government knows this, hence our patent system. Patents give companies monopolies. It encourages invention because companies know they can profit from a monopoly if they create something new. Tolstoy said, "Happy families are alike, but unhappy families are unique. Business is different. Happy companies create unique monopolies. Unhappy businesses face competition. Innovative monopolies create new, beneficial products. Competition reduces profits and innovation. We've been indoctrinated to believe competition is positive, but it's not. Our culture reinforces this, but it's not true. Two perspectives on competition exist. Marx or Shakespeare can frame it. In Marx's world, people have conflict because they're different. Workers and bourgeoisie have opposing goals and ideas. Shakespeare saw people as mostly alike, but they fight anyway. As they fight, they grow alike. Shakespeare is more accurate in business. People get competitive with rivals and lose focus. Google and Microsoft are like Romeo and Juliet's families. Because they're alike, they fight. Competition narrows vision and breeds obsessive hostility. It muddles perceptions and priorities. Copying limits people's creativity. It can create false opportunities. For example, Pets.com, Petopia.com, Petstore.com, and others fought for market dominance in the 1990s. They were too busy fighting among themselves to determine if online pet stores were profitable. The online pet store market collapsed, taking investment capital with it. Merging with a rival can resolve competition. Thiel and Musk were rivals until the dot-com bubble threatened them both. They overcame their rivalry to become partners. When fighting, fight hard and win. It's not about pride and honor, so pick your battles. Startups that don't make much money are valued higher than established companies with good cash flows. There are good reasons for this illogic. A company's future profit potential affects its value. Established firms in established markets face competition and margin erosion. Innovative startups may have monopolies. Their best days are ahead. Even if a startup is losing money, it may be more valuable than a profitable company. Good growth requires patience. Success requires survival. Monopolies have certain traits. Every company is different, but these traits can help you spot monopolies. A company can benefit from proprietary technology, for example. Companies with superior technology can become monopolies. If the technology is only slightly better, it's a marginal improvement. It won't impress in a crowded market. Network effects improve products. More Facebook friends increase its value. It's hard to get millions of people to join a network business all at once. Many firms miss opportunities to invest in these businesses when they're small and unpromising. Growth strengthens companies. The cost of running a business, like office space and engineering, doesn't increase proportionally as it grows. Monopolies grow. Customer service. Heavy industries don't scale well. Strong brand image can strengthen monopolies. Brands need substance. Apple's high-quality products boost its brand appeal. If a brand's product is little more than a cool name, it won't last. Start small and dominate. After finding your niche, grow. Don't purposely cause trouble. David fighting Goliath is a waste of time, overvaluing disruptive technology. Also, first mover advantage. Sometimes it's better to ride out the last boom. Business is like chess. Strategy is key, and you must consider the end game to succeed. Some say luck determines success. Some credit hard work. If luck were all that mattered, there wouldn't be people who have succeeded in multiple businesses. It's impossible to run the kind of experiments needed to prove whether success is due to luck or hard work. Most great thinkers say hard work leads to success. Too many people today focus on process over substance. People follow success rules because they lack inspiration to pursue a meaningful goal. Optimists and pessimists exist. Indefinite pessimists predict a dark future but have no solutions. Enjoy yourself because decline is inevitable. Indefinite pessimists predict a bad future, so prepare. From the 17th century until the 1960s, the Western world was optimistic. They knew they were improving the world. Things were improving. Big dreaming men built big projects. In the 1970s, optimism took over. People believe the world will improve, but they don't know how. They don't plan. Nobody knows what the market will do, but people keep investing in it. Short-sightedness has made politics and government indefinite. Unending optimism can't last. Without planning, the future can't improve. We need a plan. We have little control over philosophers or political pollsters, but we can create startups, says Thiel. There are a few players whose productivity eclipses others in many human endeavors. Vilfredo Pareto named it the 80-20 rule because 20% of his pea pods produced 80 of the peas. The power law describes how a few dominate many. It describes exponential scale-up. Power law is venture capitalism's foundation. Early-stage companies are the focus of venture capitalists. Many companies will fail with these high-risk investments. Risk can pay off. Some businesses will succeed. They'll join the 20% who earn 80% of the money. This will hopefully cover the costs of less successful investments and generate a healthy profit. Venture funds take time to pick a winner, and that winner takes even longer to emerge. Early failures mean venture funds lose money. Venture capitalists wait for exponential growth for the first few years. Most startups and venture funds fail. Fund managers want a diverse portfolio, diversifying risks, missing the few successful companies. Venture capitalists should only fund companies that can repay their entire investment. This rule is restrictive, and venture funds must ignore many promising businesses. It also means venture companies can't restrict themselves further or risk missing the big payoff. Venture capitalists must find 0 to 1 businesses. Once identified, they should support these businesses with every resource. Power law discipline is difficult. Time reveals it. Daily experience shows that some companies are more successful than others, and that most are average. These weeds are confusing. Emotionally invested companies are hard to leave. We're all investors, whether VCs or not. We spend a lot on careers. People don't put all their eggs in one basket. They avoid risk. Schooling is general. People should focus on something valuable in the future. Consider the likelihood of failure before starting a business. Better to join a fast-growing company. You may own 100% of your startup, but you could end up with nothing. Owning 0.1% of Google would be better. Chapter about secrets. No secrets, though. Discovery-related secrets. Modern people often say no hard questions remain. They believe that technology has answered them all, yet unanswerable questions exist. Easy questions aren't satisfying to answer. Ted Kaczynski believed this. He wanted to destroy institutions so people could start over answering hard questions. Fundamentalists agree. Religious fundamentalists believe God alone knows the answers to the hard questions. That's heresy. Environmentalists are fundamentalists. Protecting the universe is all they know. Other than that, Mother Nature is unquestionable. People may think there are no more mountains or discoveries to make. False. Unknowns remain. Ignorance fosters injustice. Knowledge restores it. If you don't look, you won't find anything. It's impossible if you think it's impossible. It must be done or not. Nature and people have secrets. Physical world study reveals nature's secrets. People's secrets are harder to find because they're either things they don't know about themselves or things they're trying to hide. Be careful who you tell secrets to. Disclosure could be risky. The beginning is crucial. Early decisions are difficult to reverse. Startup errors can be fatal. This is when the rules are set. Beginnings determine future events. Choose your co-founder carefully. Use caution, like marriage. Start with the right team. Your team needs unity. Structure is needed. Define the roles carefully. This shouldn't stifle creativity. Bear in mind that anarchy kills creativity. Order is needed. Possession, control, and ownership are different. Startups usually have an owner and possessor, but the board has control. Because of this, conflict can result. That is why smaller boards are better. Decisions and conflict will be easier to handle. A good number is 3 board members. Never exceed 5 board members. Even small boards can cause firm problems. A small board can effectively oppose management, so make sure that you choose board members carefully. Maintain full-time teamwork. Try to avoid telecommuters and part-timers. Everyone must pull towards the same goal. You're either on or off the bus, as Ken Kesey said. People need fair pay. Cash pay encourages short-term thinking. Stock options are better than bonuses. Equity gives employees a stake in the company. Avoid telling co-workers how much equity they have. It could spark jealousy and hostility. Employee stock options increase loyalty, but not everyone likes them. Some prefer cash. Build yourself a team and don't outsource core functions. When you think of ideal company culture, you may picture a place where people love their jobs and have fun. Silicon Valley firms have ping-pong tables and sushi chefs at work. The perks don't make culture. The company is culture. Thiel built a PayPal team with many future startup founders. They founded Tesla Motors, LinkedIn, and YouTube after leaving PayPal. This group became the PayPal Mafia. When building his team, Thiel didn't look at their credentials. He wanted to form a close-knit group. He felt hiring needed a revamp. To hire a good team, consider the prospect. Consider why they'd work for you. They hear from other recruiters that they'll make a lot of money, work with smart people, and solve important problems. These are nice things, but potential employees hear them from everyone. By using these reasons, you're not convincing them to choose your company. When prospects ask why they should work for you, be specific. To attract talent, explain why your company is special. Try not to sell anyone on perks. You want loyal workers, not ones who care about parking. Offer your employees an industry standard benefits package. First, everyone should be alike. Together, they must succeed. They should all be different in the same way. If they all love comic books, it will help them work together. Clarify roles, so there is less conflict. People won't fight over turf. Conflict can kill a startup. You want devoted people, but not a cult. Cult members are misinformed fanatics. Fanaticism is good, but not misinformation. You want to feel separate from others. If people call your group a mafia, don't worry. Sales matter. Middlemen are crucial, despite their bad reputation. Distribution matters. Many, especially techies, don't understand this. Important though. Marketing promotes product discovery. Advertising works. It inspires consumers. You may think you're immune to advertising, but you're wrong. It's hard to tell how hard salespeople are working, so people are suspicious. Schmoozing looks like socializing. A good salesperson is like a good actor. You can't tell how hard they work. Excellent sales and distribution can create a monopoly, even if the product isn't unique. Successful businesses have solid distribution plans. Two numbers determine distribution. We must consider the average profit from a customer over time. This must be greater than the customer acquisition cost. More expensive products require more marketing to gain new customers. You should give each other more time. Personal scales involve salespeople selling expensive products directly to customers. A CEOs close bigger deals than salespeople. There's a dead zone between expensive products that need personal sales and cheap products that do well with traditional advertising. A $1,000 product isn't worth hiring salespeople. Mass marketing is inefficient for reaching the product's ideal customer, small business owners. Marketing and advertising are for low-priced products that salespeople can't sell. Advertising may be appropriate for startups with few sales. Don't compete with big companies through ads. Viral marketing uses cheap products. Viral content attracts new users. When someone sends money via PayPal, the recipient automatically sees the service. You must succeed with at least one distribution channel. You must sell to customers, investors, and employees. Media. Don't assume your product will attract investors and customers. Strategize PR, choose your story's format. It has become synonymous with technology. Computer power grows. Computers perform many human tasks. Some predict that computers will take over more human functions. People fear computers will replace them. Mirroring globalization. Computers will take jobs just as foreign workers did. This won't happen though. People aren't so different from one another, but computers are. They have different requirements, different skills. People's skills are different from computers. Complex decisions are possible. Computers process lots of data. They're tools. Computers will complement people in the future, not replace them. Computers won't replace us. People and computers together are better than either alone. This is profitable. PayPal developed a credit card fraud detection system using algorithms to flag suspicious transactions for human review. This shows how computers and people can work together. Thiel developed similar software for the FBI with his startup, Palantir. Humans and computers can't do that alone. Humans and computers can do more. Palantir has helped catch terrorists, child pornographers, and fraudsters. Computers can be used to crunch data and help people solve complex problems. This synchronicity offers many opportunities. Software engineers are taught to make computers do jobs. Machines can't learn everything. Not just enough data will do. More data doesn't make computers smarter. Human analysis is better. Artificial intelligence is interesting and improving every day, but it still can't handle complex analysis. If it can, it's far off. Clean tech seemed inevitable. Early in the 20th century, clean tech firms received lots of funding. Most of these companies failed. They failed because they ignored basics. Startups need superior proprietary technology to succeed. Clean tech failures blew this one. Some were even worse than the competition. A new product should be 10 times better than its nearest competitor. To attract customers, your product must be clearly superior. Timing matters. Some clean tech companies expected solar to take off like computers. Solar technology is old, but its development has been slow. It has always grown quickly. You must know if you're dealing with a slow or fast-growing technology. Competitive markets aren't profitable. Startups emphasize their uniqueness. It's best to be realistic about your product's monopoly potential. This requires knowing your market. You might think you're doing well if you make solar panels and capture 11% of the market. You may want to focus on the global solar market or the renewables market. Without looking at the relevant market, you can't evaluate your company's position. We can take a few lessons to mind from Peter Thiel. Engineers should lead a startup. A good team is needed. CEOs shouldn't be the salespeople. Product distribution is crucial. Therefore, we must find the right customer channel. Develop toughness. Make a 20-year plan and predict market changes. Tesla is a successful clean tech company. They nailed the basics. This shows that the problem wasn't clean tech itself, but how most clean tech startups ran their businesses. Thiel found PayPal's founders unusual. Many of them were foreign. Born, he says. 6 young men are pictured. The picture shows how similar they all look. They're all about the same age. Most are the same height and build, and their hair is cut short. While Thiel is proud of his team's achievements, it's clear he's either oblivious to diversity or doesn't think it's important. Founders shouldn't take power and glory too seriously. Beyond 20 or 30 years, predictions are risky. Our future has 4 possible outcomes. The past saw good and bad times. This pattern may be unavoidable, and the cycle may continue forever. The conventional wisdom is that modern improvements will break the cycle and make things less bad. You don't have to be a pessimist to think we're marching toward extinction. Wars and problems, then we're done. We'll have a much better future, according to optimists. This last option, will hopefully hit one.